Hey Laura, thank you. Next week, Chisholm residents are invited to meet the candidates for school board and for city council. Meanwhile, Grandview residents are invited to learn more about an upcoming road project. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start over in Washburn, where the pickleball courts are open, but fundraising is still needed for one key piece. The courts are located on East 3rd Street and are open for anyone to play on. While the courts are ready, they don't have a fence just yet. The Washburn Tennis and Pickleball Association says they still need about $3,000 to put up the fence. The courts themselves have already been a labor of community love with help from the city, county, local businesses, and community members. More than 30 people have volunteered 600 hours of their time to complete this project. Next, we head to Chisholm for a candidate forum. On Monday, residents can meet the people running for both city council and school board. The meeting will be held at the Chisholm Senior Center and it starts at 6 p.m. It's expected to run for a few hours. There are 3 incumbent candidates running for their own 3 seats on the school board. Meanwhile, there are 6 people running for 3 open city council seats. There are 3 incumbents in that race as well. The forum is being hosted by the Chisholm Area Chamber of Commerce and Chisholm Community Education. And we wrap up in Grandview, Wisconsin, which is just east of Drummond, for a roadwork meeting 1 week from today. Next Wednesday, WisDOT will be hosting a public meeting to discuss an upcoming project set for Highway 63. Work includes replacing a culvert at 20 Mile Creek. The culvert will be replaced by a bridge, which will require relocating the nearby recreational trail, reconstructing the roadway up to the bridge, and some downstream work. During construction, 63 will be closed. Again, the meeting will be next Wednesday at the Grandview Town Hall, starting at 5 o'clock. If you can't attend, you can access project plans online, and we'll have a link to that on our website. And as always, if there's something going on in your neighborhood you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland, city by city.